I'm a big fan of The Evil Within. When I played it 3 years ago when it came out, um, this is a gameplay by someone who is speedrunning the game, which is super awesome. So we're gonna get to see a bunch of the different aspects of the game. And I recently replayed it. It took about 15, 16 hours. It's a really fun game. Yeah, chipping away. It's a weird summer. It's a really fun game. That's what I did. I played this during the summer drought, quote unquote. Um, but there's some weird aspects here. A lot of things don't make sense. I guess I'll start with what you might see in this gameplay is you can burn the bodies, but the game doesn't really explain why. And to be honest with you, I'm still not 100% sure what that does. So if you kill someone, I had to Google this. If you kill someone with a headshot, you don't need to burn their body. If you kill someone with a melee attack, you don't need to burn their body. But if you don't do either of those things, something else happens that I never saw. I don't know what it is, but it's a thing, apparently. And so whatever. So you can burn their bodies is basically the point. You can collect matches and burn their bodies. And I think it's a nice little mechanic to add and have with this type of game. Because burning a body is an instant kill. So you can shoot them in the leg, they fall over, you burn their body, right? And if someone else is nearby, who's also evil, you burn their body as well, if they're close enough. So you can kind of get a double kill type of thing going on. That's super cool. I'm into that. Great job. But the gameplay never quite gets to that Resident Evil 4 fun style. It severely limits your ammo. You can upgrade it via these points, but you're always so limited with ammo that I don't want to get into too many shootouts. I want to just run. I want to use stupid, cheap tactics. You have this crossbow where you are crafting like 8 different types of bolts, right? And they all take different crafting materials to craft those bolts. And it's just convoluted. There's a poison bolt. I'm poisoning zombies. Like, it doesn't even make any sense. There's a lightning one. There's one that makes it like blinds the enemies. There's one that freezes them. There's a bomb. There's just a bolt that's just a normal iron bolt that shoots them in the face and whatever. There's too many bolts. That's the point. There's too many bolts. That's all I'm saying here. But you can use the crafting material you find along the way to make more ammo. So then you're using that ammo. You're not finding the other ammo because you have 15 shots. It also hurts that the game's camera, I don't know if it comes across in this gameplay, the game's camera is terrible. When it first launched, it had these black letterbox bars across the top and bottom of the screen. Like this much of the screen, where my hands are. Like that much of the screen. And they later patched it, but even with that, where you can actually finally see, you can't actually see, because the game puts you like in the middle of the view. So it's like, but the anxiety isn't here, because the anxiety doesn't even come from not having ammo. It comes from the fact that if I aim at something's head in this game, I'm not sure if I'm gonna hit them, and that's not great. I would like to know what's happening. It just doesn't quite add up. I think the horror stuff is really cool. The bosses in this game are so creative, because there's the one where it's basically this witch spider lady who crawls out of the dead bodies. And if you burn the bodies, here's the burning. If you burn the bodies, she can't come back. So there's a bunch of bodies around the playfield, and you gotta find a way to burn them all. Then she can't escape, and so she's stuck there. She has to fight you. And she kills you in one hit, so you're just running away. And that works super well. There's another boss that kind of does a similar thing. That's really cool. It has all these really neat ideas, and you never really are running out of ammo, because like I said, you can craft them with these. You get scrap from doing stuff like that, from the traps, from disarming traps. You have the traps, the scrap from the traps. and you'll just make bomb arrows basically and shoot bombs at everyone, which is fun, but it's a little silly when like, oh, that's all I needed to do was just make 3 bomb arrows and it kills this thing. Or I could try and shoot it, but the gameplay, you won't see this guy because he's speedrunning. You won't see him shoot too much, but like the camera angle where you're shooting is this weird, it's like a Dutch angle almost. It's just so hard to see what you're looking at, what's going on, where you're exactly going to shoot. There are moments where there's a guy, oh, I didn't even see that chest right there. Forgot about that. There's moments where a guy will be like right in front of you and you'll want to, how he's like, there's some heavy glitches here. Anyway, the guy will be running up towards you and he's so close to you, but because of the way the camera is, you can't shoot him because your gun is in front of it. And it's hard to explain, but it freaking sucks. It sucks. And this game is really cool. Fancy filmography terms. You're getting a degree from my stupid show. And I don't, because like this moment right here where you're fighting a chainsaw guy it evokes feelings of Resident Evil 4. And it's awesome. There are so many moments in this game that are just straight up, this is Resident Evil 4. What if they made a modern Resident Evil 4? I love this. Yay, 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 Resident Evil 4. But it does that constantly to the point of like, really? We're still on this? We're still going and trying to get this Resident Evil 4 moment? Like, why are you going for it? Why are you trying to make this moment? Because you're not even doing it as well. It's not like, oh, it's different. Like, no, you're trying to copy Shinji Mikami. You're trying to copy the game you made with Resident Evil 4, and you're not doing it as well, to the detriment of this new game, because there's new stuff that happens in this game. Like, that's the focus. It doesn't know what it wants to be. It's trapped between Resident Evil 4 and this new stuff. And it makes me worried, but also really excited for the new one, because I think it's been 3 years. They've had enough time to really, actually it might have been 4 years, to really go and flesh this out. I'm super excited about the next game, but playing through it again, it's like there are so many bipolar moments of like, look, he is aiming right at something and the gun is just not shooting it. It's just not hitting it. It's absurd. How is that even possible? It doesn't know exactly what it wants to be. I missed all of these straight up. Really hidden. I'm bad. And it's so linear that I don't really understand like why some of these elements are in it. If it was a non-linear, you know, Resident Evil 4, the game it's trying to copy sometimes, but it doesn't remember the exploration of Resident Evil 4. It's far too linear. It starts giving these moments where everything's trying to kill you and the stealth is terrible. So you don't even know if the thing can see you or if it can't see you. Beat the whole game. I have no idea if the enemies can sense light. I don't know, but I have a light. I don't know. Why don't I know that they have lights or not? It's ridiculous. Look at these scary clown people. And it has these scary moments that are great. And it plays with it does Eternal Darkness weird stuff. That's awesome. Why couldn't we, like, it just has all these weird ideas that it never fully goes into any of them, I feel. And that's the problem. And we really could have dove deep into these ideas. Not really a horror fan. It's not that scary. If you do, Joel, I'll tell you how to get past the beginning, because you can get stuck there and it sucks. It really sucks. Like, this guy just trying to kill you and you can't do anything to him. You gotta hide. And the the controls are weird. The mechanics are loose and awkward. The problem I have with it is if it just played like Resident Evil 4, I would love it and it'd be fine. But it doesn't. It's missing the aspect of Resident Evil 4 where, oh, that's a cool trick, where if you shot someone in the leg and they got stunned, you could melee them. And without that, we're missing out a lot. We're missing out of so much, because I can't do anything to these guys. They're just running at me, and there's no incentive to fight them, even if I get experience orbs. You're constantly also punching barrels and boxes to get items, But why? Haven't we advanced farther in video games that I don't need to be punching boxes? Literally punching boxes. Oh, that sounds weird now that I keep saying that. Not like that. Like actual, not cardboard, plywood boxes. You're just punching them and getting items out of it. And I don't understand. Yeah, I love watching speedruns. I want to try and speedrun some game. I need to find it. But not this one. Sorry about the punching boxes. But you punch a lot of, like, barrels. You punch a lot of item receptacles in this game, and it just seems like we could... Oh, you can stealth kill him too? That is cool. I love... Yeah, sometimes watching speedruns is awesome. And the moments in this game are super cool. Like, there's some amazing... I don't think it's that scary, but I'm not... It's not like Outlast or something. It's not... There's a lot more weird gore horror in this, which I don't find scary. It's just a little gross sometimes. But anyway, it also doesn't make any goddamn sense. We haven't even talked about the story of the game, which is just bananas. It is straight up no sense at all. None of it happened, but all of it happened. But it was in your mind. It was controlled by this guy, but it wasn't controlled by this guy. But this guy did the science experiment. I don't know. I played through this game to kind of get ready for the second one, somewhat from a story perspective, but it ended up being just so I could play through the game again from a gameplay perspective, because the story is nonsensical, and I need to play through the DLC, and hopefully that actually explains some things, because it's from the perspective of another character who more or less knows what's going on and isn't crazy like this guy, who is just, I don't know, a psycho man who lost his kid and lost his wife, but the story's told in, like, I don't know. I have no idea. The level up system is also a mess too, because you get this goop, and the numbers is, oh, it costs 20,000 goop to level up your health. I'm like, why 20,000? Why not just make it 100? Why are these numbers so big? 20,000 is stupid. You can't even get lower than 200 at a time. What's the point? What's the point of collecting goop? Why not just have the enemies give you goop automatically if you kill them? And each level can only give you a max number of goop. Games have done that before. RPGs have done that many times, where you can only grind in a level for a certain amount of time and then you don't get any more goop. There's your balance. The boss at the end rounds off the difference, and there you go. You're on your way. What's your favorite number? I don't know, 7. 7 for Killer 7, or 4 for Resident Evil 4. We really need more Resident Evil 4. That's what's exciting about this game, is that the potential is here to make the best Resident Evil 4 since Resident Evil 4. That's what I want. That's what I've wanted for literally 15 years, it feels like. It's getting up there, man. It's getting up there for how long it's been since Resident Evil 4, and we need one. Dead Space 1 was nice, but it's not the same. The closest we've gotten really was certain moments in this game, but only certain moments. And I love it though. I look at the weird stuff it does, like the screens flashing and shaking. They do a good job. Do a real good job. Get me wrong, it's spooksies. It's definitely spooksies. Good lord, man, I'm glad I played this on PC. Are you seeing these shadows? Terrible. Just awful. Play it on PC. Or maybe the PS4 version's fine. Anyway, the point stands. It's really good, but with a lot of flaws that only a diehard moron like me can get there. I mean, look, he's fast traveling through this by punching like a psycho. He's not punching boxes though. It's just the air. Have any more questions, Will, that are relevant / not relevant? I did really like this game. It has a lot of cool moments. I don't know. Maybe I don't like this game. No, I think this is the PS3 version, because it came out on the PS3. I couldn't tell you though. The buttons are covered up. Yeah, you hear that? You try it. It's true. It's true. I mean, it's trash now. Well, anyway, you can upgrade the weapons. It's kind of a mess. I never really know what to upgrade. It's too granular, right? Where like, okay, I have 20,000 goop. I could level up my health. I could level up how much healing I can show you the Sonic box. I could level up my health. I could level up how long I can run, my stamina. I could level up how much healing items do in general. I could level up how many matches I can carry, which makes no goddamn sense. Here it is. How much melee damage I do, which is disgustingly low. That was the fun of Resident Evil 4. It's like you could get yourself into a crappy position and shoot the guy's foot, do a melee attack, and a bunch of guys get hurt, and then you can escape and restart your last stand, right? This doesn't have that. This is just like the whole time, like you're a psycho, because you're probably insane. The Sonic box is literally right there. I can pick it up in a second. What else can you upgrade? How many bullets are in a round for a pistol? How many bullets? How much damage the pistol does? How much sway it has? How much extra ammo you can carry for the pistol? Carry that over for the shotgun and the Magnum and the sniper rifle and the this and the that and this and that. It's way too much. Way too much. That to the point of like, I need to either get more or I need experience points for weapons and experience points for items. Or sorry, for health. So like level up my health and my stats. That's a different XP. And leveling up my items and weapons needs to be a different currency. Because it's just all over the goddamn place. I can't pick. It really doesn't seem like it's necessary. Especially when I could just build bombs. Like, that's the thing, Joel. You have ammo. Go nuts. Just freaking... I hate this guy. This part's scary. The enemy's invisible. You have the ability with the agony bolts to just make a bomb at all times. Just bomb it up. And you have grenades too. Don't forget you have grenades. Because sometimes shit just gotta blow up. It's just gonna happen. And you're gonna have to blow it up. Do you want this box or do you want the full box? This is the same box. You can't do the Sonic noise. Oh my god. Okay, I won't freak out about the ammo. I'll be your tutor. I'll help you through this game. I still haven't played Sonic Mania, but I sure should have a box. It's real fun to have a game. The big boy. That is the big boy. That box is huge. I mean, I could probably fit in this box. No, I can't fit in that box. I'll need you for Dark Souls 3 soon. I'll show you my playthrough of Dark Souls 3 where I play as the Defiled or whatever. I forget what they're called now, but they start with nothing. They start with a loincloth. I played through the first 2 bosses without pants because I just didn't find any pants. There's Sonic. Can you see Sonic? There he is. Here you go. I'll click over here so you can see it. There's Sonic. I'm on a boat. It's got Wind Waker. Got a few cool things. See, Joel, I honestly think you should just play Dark Souls 1. It's the best one. Or Bloodborne. No, Bloodborne's the one you keep... No, Demon Souls is the one you kept buying. Just play Bloodborne. That's the best one. And that one, you can summon me in, and I'll help you. But I have Dark Souls 3 on PC, and I can't be summoned into your PlayStation. There's a Steam sale every other week. Every other week. Look at this. And I'm going to pick up Bloodborne again, too. If you get stuck in Bloodborne, I will make a new character to go and help. Because I play that game enough to know. I probably played 100 hours of that game. I know how to... See, that's what I'm talking about with the lighting people on fire when they're close by. This is one of those boss sections where everyone's chasing you. Oh, this is actually the Xbox 360 version of the game, maybe? where you can burn people with the matches and if they're close. This game has a lot of really cool ideas. It just doesn't implement them super, super well. And I'm hoping the next one, we're almost to the Spider Lady, man. We're getting there. Here she is. This is where shit gets real. Spider Lady. Fucking awesome. There's so much cool stuff in this game. The Spider Lady and the middle portion, actually, of the game, which includes Spider Lady, might be the best part. Oh, I love all these weird tricks he's doing. This has to be the old version, because yeah, no, it has to be. Is that it? No more. No. Ooh, look. It has some Crash Bandicoot sections in this game too, where you're running backwards from the camera. It's pretty snazzy. Oh, did you see where? See, did you see, Joel? It comes with a thing too, a little cartridge, and it has a ring in it, and it's a big ring. Like, this is not for your finger. It's like larger than my eye. I don't know, that's not really a frame of reference. But it's pretty cool. And it's a heavy ring as well. It's not like this light Sonic. That's what I call it. I call it the cock ring for Sonic, because it really is. It's too big for anyone's hand. But it's about the right. I think I could make it work. We'll see. We'll see if I try that, because I don't got a lot going on. Let's try it. Let's put some weird things on your dick. Why not? That's what life's for. Look at that. Even that suitcase is Resident Evil 4 suitcase. I don't know what he's doing. What are the top 5 insect enemies? I'm a fan of those weird ladybugs in Sonic 1. Those are the ones that come to mind. That's a cool insect enemies. I like the weird cloud of wasps that show up in Diablo type games. Those are cool. Mr. Mosquito. He's the main character, but definitely an enemy. That's 3. 4. There's weird flying insect mammally things in I don't even remember the scarabs in Resident Evil 4. What other bugs do we got? I don't know what bugs we got. This part sucks. Like, why would I want stupid invisible enemies? It's the worst part of the game. Oh, let's make all the enemies invisible. No, I can't see them. And they're like pushing weird stuff out of the way. But then when you shoot them, they take a bunch of shots to kill. Like, can you just make them weak but still invisible? It's just, the balance is all over the place. Oh, you know what's a really good Resident Evil 4 game? Resident Evil Revelations 2. That's the one not a lot of people talk about. Bugs. Okay, we're back to bugs. Bugs. I don't know. I'm thinking about the bugs. I'm sure there's a giant spider in some game that's probably really scary. Yeah, it's probably a giant spider in something. Oh, there's spiders in Rayman 2. And they are not nice. They're giant spiders. There you go. That's another one. I need one more to get to 5. Oh, you know what? There's cool insects in Castlevania that you fight, like giant somethings. Giant scorpions or whatever. I'll accept that list. I mean, I tried. One of them is technically a robot, but you know, what can you do, right? Oh, this is cool. This is a cool horror moment in the game, where you're looking through holes in the wall and it has this weird puzzle, and if you mess up the puzzle, you die. Oh, that is a word of warning, Joel. This game has a not fun checkpoint system. See, he's punching boxes. Where the checkpoints are not as frequent as they should be, and you can die a lot and have to redo minutes of play time. It only happens in certain moments, but as I was replaying the game, I'd get to these certain spots and remember them. Like camera angle, remember them. Like, oh, I remember being here. Why do I remember that? Oh, because I died here a lot. Now, I say that, but I didn't die as much this time because I wasn't so hung up on staying in stealth and conserving ammo. By not staying in stealth and trying to conserve ammo, just fighting when I had to, I had an easier time with the game. So if you just remember that, and there's one point where you're in a mansion where there's a save station, just go back to the save station as much as you want so you can save. Because otherwise, you're going to be exploring this mansion for 15 minutes and you're going to die from an insta-kill man who's an asshole, especially the first time you're there. Good Lord. And that's one of the coolest parts of the game, too. That could have been the best part of the game. Like, you're exploring a Resident Evil 1 style mansion in this game, and they just ruin it by having scary ghost man show up and be able to insta-kill you. And he teleports. I'm like running away. Awful. Why? But it's not bad. I feel like I'm not convincing you to play this game at all. Maybe you just watch my stream. I mean, you did a little bit. All right, that's the show. Merry Christmas. I do this every Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific time. Even if I don't have a topic, we'll find something dumb to talk about. What are my favorite video game insects? Who knows? There's also super cool art design. Art design? Yeah, that makes sense. Whatever. 3 p.m. Pacific time, every Friday, twitch.tv/TheGameFanatics. Great show as always. Debatable. I didn't put the cock ring on the show. Can we do that on Twitch? No? Okay. Maybe next week. When I actually play Sonic Mania, and we'll see if I burn that ring in a volcano, or if I actually enjoy the game. Who knows? Because I've been waiting a whole 2 weeks. I didn't say good. I said great. Well, both sound like a mistake to me. I'm streaming tomorrow. I'm gonna be streaming Metroid Prime. I don't know how much I'm gonna play of it, but definitely gonna go into Metroid Prime and just get all Metroidy. I got the trilogy set up. I'm taking the top 5 episodes. Will, remind me in my Discord. I will send you the private link to the best of I made for my show based on year 1. So there you go. 157. Dude, episode 1 is awesome because I have this whole bit. This is when Hideo Kojima was like traveling the world and no one could find him, and I'm like, where in the world's Hideo Kojima? And I photoshopped him like popping out of drawers and shit. And he's like, is he here? Is he in this drawer? I don't know. Where is he? It was so stupid. It's vintage me being dumb. I love it. I got me making fun of Jessica Jones because I'm just a giant 12-year-old. Like, it's just the stupidest shit. It's great. Anyway, Evil Within DLC on Wednesday. Monday is Mario Maker Monday. See? Burning the bodies. That's the thing you gotta understand. If you're gonna burn multiple bodies, you stack them next to each other and you burn them all at the same time. And that's just logic. That's fire conservation. There is not a lot of fire. They are having a crisis in California where there's not a lot of fire. I've been playing what is Sky Factory 3? You need to stop playing Sky Factory 3, man. Stop it. I don't know what that even is. Hey, Dark Knight. I remember you. The show is ending, but I will leave you with this. What the hell is Sky Factory 3, Joel? You gotta tell me, though. I just explained how to burn bodies. It's a very important thing to remember. You gotta watch out for bodies. They are burnable. You just start with a tree in midair. What? The hell does that mean? This is one of those sequences in the game where you have to Fight a bunch of dudes. Then you have to use it to craft and work your way up through Stone Age. What does that mean? Through the Stone Age? How do you craft? But you only have a tree to craft with. Look at this guy. He's setting everyone on fire. It's so cool. Speedruns are awesome. Speed runs are great. And they even have dynamite. They're even like, oh yeah, Resident Evil 4 had dynamite guys. We have dynamite guys too. Okay, bye. And some tree saplings. That's an interesting angle though. I don't know. I'm not into those survival-y games. How fast do the trees grow? Yeah, anyway, that's the show. I was trying to end the show, Joel, but you're like, no, let's talk about a sky and the tree. The tree and the sky, or whatever. Oh, then you get some dirt and you use them to get stone pebbles. Oh, sounds great. Sounds great. No, that's me playing the game, not slitting my wrist because this sounds extremely stupid and boring. Yeah, it's definitely. You literally teabag the trees to grow them instantly. Is it not first person? Look at Dynamite Man. He just punched Dynamite Man in the face and his brain blew up. Alright, show's over. Those statues are so goddamn hard to find. I swear, I found like 3 of them the entire game. If they had ever made a game out of it. Sounds exhausting. I gotta take a nap now. This is definitely a last gen version of the game. Like too many things are popping in. The shadows suck. Quite fun but hard. Well, that's what they call me.